We have a very big week ahead of us in crypto, and there are some dates that you need to be aware of. These are going to dictate what crypto is likely going to look like for the remainder of 2022. Now, it all kicks off on December 13th and 14th. Okay, these are the days of the FOMC meeting. Now, if you're not familiar, the FOMC meetings are where they decide how much they're going to raise interest rates to try to help combat inflation. So we've had 4 previous cycles where the interest rates have been raised 75 basis points. Now, what the common theme or agreement is amongst the industry is that this time is going to be the first time interest rates have actually been raised at a lessening amount, 50 basis points this cycle. Now, this could be a great sign for crypto, right? Because this means that inflation is lessening, right? It is starting to get to a point where it is more manageable, where it isn't as big of, I don't want to say not as big of a deal because inflation is obviously still a big deal, but it's starting to ease just a little bit. Times are starting to get a little bit better. Now, not only is this date important, but immediately following the conclusion of the FOMC meeting on the 14th, December 15th is going to be the date of the CPI data report release. Now, if you're not familiar with this, this is when we get to see what inflation is doing on a rolling 12-month period. The last period, last month, November, marked a time where inflation was actually coming down at the highest rate in quite some time that we've seen for most of the year. Now, this is important. This is showing, again, that times are starting to get better here in the economy. Okay, they're starting to be some sort of easing as far as inflation goes. This is key, right? These things need to happen for the economy to start to recover, for it to get better. Obviously, we've seen what prices have looked like at the pump, in the store, basically in every facet of life. And right now, times are tough. I get it. We all get it, right? Nothing is easy at this point. Everything is more expensive. But these are the steps that we need to go through, especially if we are in a recession, which I think we are. But we need to go through these steps in order to get to a path of recovery. Eventually, we're going to get to a point where we're going to start to see the inflation trough before the next growth phase in the economy. Now, how long this is going to take is going to be a great question, right? But I want to mostly focus on what the outlook of crypto may be. Now, for the remainder of the year, if these reports come back good, right? If we get an FOMC meeting of 50 basis points or less, I think we start to see a positive move in the market. We know that the inflation rates or the interest rates have risen at a high level every single time over the last 4 periods. So this would be, again, a good sign for the market. I think we're going to go green at that point. Now, if we get another big pullback as far as overall inflation, the market may rally on top of this, and we could see some green days for the remaining 2 weeks of the year. Now, as always, this is not financial advice. We don't know what's going to happen. But if we do get some positive news, if the market deems this as a step in the right direction, there are going to be some good days ahead. Now, as always, this is not financial advice. That's not what we do here on the ClearCryptos channel. It's just important to stay updated with these dates very shortly ahead of us here. So make sure you guys are prepared. December 13th, 14th, FOMC meeting, December 15th, CPI data report. Make sure that you are paying attention. Now, as always, if you haven't already, do show your support for the ClearCryptos channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell. Again, that way you can stay updated anytime there's new content live here on the ClearCryptos channel. Hope you guys have a great day, and I really hope to catch you in the next one.